sound. The snare should be crisp and the cymbals should ring.
I admire you when my living has a limit of desire to keep it going. I'm just knowing that my time with you makes a difference. I'm feeling when I vibe with you. They can't divide us two. We got a bond like 007, right? Even on Devil's Night, you show me what the heavens like. Go ahead and spread your light, though I can barely see. I know you're there with me, my personal therapy. Some days I wish I was more like you. Your certainty, your attitude. Keep doing what you're doing, I ain't mad at you. I'm just wishing that I had that too. Some days I wish I was more like you. Your certainty, your attitude. Keep doing what you're doing, I ain't mad at you. Just to know you, I'm glad I do. I want you to view yourself the way you see me. When you're feeling alone, I'll be a sanctuary, yeah. I want you to view yourself the way you see me. When you're feeling alone, I'll be a sanctuary. You inspire me, look at you crazy when you tell me you admire me. Not an example for anybody to try to be. We'll call you bluff, but I know you wouldn't lie to me. Just a surprise to me, we got a bond tight, no one can come between. I have respect for you, you have your love for me, and that's enough for me. All I need to get by, let me be the method to your Mary J. Blige. So many times I felt defeated, you always know the right thing to say for when I need it. I wanna do the same thing for you to keep it even. You can call me anytime, you don't ever need a reason. I'm right here with you, never could forget you. All the things that we've been through, everything we went through, hey, none of it was simple, but I'm right here with you. Some days I wish I was more like you. Your certainty, your attitude. Keep doing what you're doing, I ain't mad at you. I'm just wishing that I had that too. Some days I wish I was more like you. Your certainty, your attitude. Keep doing what you're doing, I ain't mad at you. Just to know you, I'm glad I do. I want you to view yourself the way you see me. When you're feeling alone, I'll be a sanctuary, yeah. I want you to view yourself the way you see me. When you're feeling alone, I'll be a sanctuary.
Rise and shine. Pour yourself a cup of coffee and tune in to Good Morning Aurora. News, weather, and really cool interviews. Monday through Friday from 8 to 9 a.m.
Let's get it on. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. The time is now 8:01 a.m. and you are listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. Now I know, yes. I know it's a button. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that it's Monday I feel good. I feel ready. I hope that all of you are feeling positive and uplifted today. We have a great guest in the studio. We have a returning guest. And we also have Mom with us today. And Monica has the day off today. So before we get into our special guest, I want to say thank you very much to the great messages that we received on Saturday and Sunday over the weekend. Facebook and Instagram. We're trying to keep up the good work. Shouts out to all of you guys. And don't forget to check out wonderful local businesses in town, including Harry Beast, Dog Parlor. Get ready for the return of Cottonseed Creative Exchange. And thank you very much to our friends and staff of Treadwell Coffee, both locations here in Aurora and in Wheaton. But enough about that. We got a winner in the house today. We have a young man who had on a really fly jacket when he came in. I was like, this dude is dressing amazing today. Our guest is Kacper today. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Morning.
All right. Hit the clap for you, Kacper. Hit the clap for you. And we also got Ben Weisberg of Orthodontic Experts. How are you today?
Good.
Good to see you again.
You too.
Ben is back, and Kacper is the winner of free braces, right, for an essay that you wrote.
Yeah.
Tell us about the essay, and then we'll let Ben chime in.
So I wrote the essay pretty much about my struggle with bad teeth, because I had pretty bad teeth where anytime I would eat, it would just be a struggle. And
Was it painful?
yeah, it was painful, especially with my gap in my teeth. There'd always be food stuck in there, and it was just, it was bad. So pretty much the essay was about that, just explaining, my problems with my teeth and how it would be good if I got braces.
All right. Now, was there a requirement of length for the essay? How long was it?
It was about a page or so. I don't really remember. I wrote it a while ago.
Okay. Nice. Ben, tell us about the contest, and is it going to repeat?
Yeah, so we do this contest every year. We surprise at least one lucky winner for each location. We have about 17 locations. This year we did about 13 winners for the essay contest, and they had to submit an essay, one page, explaining why they, just want the free braces treatment and just kind of tell us their story. And we call the winners on Christmas Eve as a surprise holiday gift.
Nice. So for many people, and Kacper just kind of alluded to us, I think the last time you were here, we did talk about not the stigma, but the anxiety that some people may have when it comes to getting braces or going to the orthodontist and everything like that. For some people it can be makes them anxious.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, but like me and Anna said, last time, we're the fun, dental orthodontist office.
Right.
So, we're not that typical office with all the different scary tools. We like the kids, to pick their colors and, just be excited. We celebrate our patients every day. If it's patients getting their braces on or patients getting their braces off, there's not a moment that we don't celebrate them.
Nice. Kacper, where are you from?
I'm from Bartlett, but I was also raised up in Schaumburg.
Okay.
But I moved to Bartlett when I was 9 or so.
Shouts out to Schaumburg and Bartlett. What's Bartlett like? We're here. He's all the way in Aurora, ladies and gentlemen. Shouts out to Bartlett. But what's Bartlett like? Is there any similarity between here and there?
Yeah, Bartlett is it's pretty similar for the most part. Honestly, the only thing I noticed different is less big buildings and stuff. But I think this is just because it's downtown. Downtown Bartlett also looks pretty similar, but I don't really see that much differences.
Right. Yeah. So I've been to Bartlett before, and been to Schaumburg and checked it out. Nice towns, nice places, cool peeps, and everything. And you're off school today.
Yeah.
How's it feel?
Feels good. Yeah.
All right, my man. See that? See that, ladies and gentlemen? All y'all off school too. Yeah. Okay. Cruz Ocho. Good morning. Cruz Ocho sang the song that we played in the beginning of our show. Cruz Ocho is a dear friend of the show, and he has a new album out called 94 Tape. Check it out on Spotify. It's not a tape anymore. You don't have cassette tapes. We're not putting the tape in the tape deck. No, you can stream it, but it's just called 94 Tape because it's cool like that. And Aisha Saxon, good morning to you as well. Okay, here's the thing, guys. we have news to tell you guys about, and I want to let you know. There's another vaccination clinic that's going to be coming up on February 9th at Eola Road branch of the Aurora Public Library, 555 South Eola Road. Alderwoman Patty... Ugh. God. Okay, we got this thing. When we mess up on the show with our words, we take a sip. So Ben and Mom, let's all take a sip together. Let's... That's to remind us to calm down and take it easy. I talk fast. All right, let's try that again. Alderwoman Patty Smith of the 8th Ward and State Representative Stephanie Kifwit are hosting and partnering with the VNA Healthcare on another flu shot and booster clinic February 9th from 2 to 6 p.m. You need to register. How do you register? I'll tell you how to register. Go to ildistrict84.com/events and register. You can remember that. ildistrict84.com/events or call 630-585-1308. That number again is 630-585-1308. All right. So Kacper, now before we started the show, we were talking about Minecraft. We were talking about, just being young and in school and everything like that. How you feeling in 2022? What's your outlook? What's your disposition? How does the world feel right now? Are we ready to achieve?
Honestly, it kind of feels weird with like COVID and stuff because it's been going on for like 4 years or so.
Right, like it's never gonna end. Funny you mentioned that.
It's kind of like routine at this point, and masks have become like a norm.
Right.
And honestly, this year's looking like kind of the same as 2021, but I don't really know. But I always have a positive outlook.
Yeah,
so be pessimistic.
Now, last week, I'm glad you brought that up, because last week we were talking about, remember that new normal, that term, right? The new normal. And everybody was thinking that the COVID era, 6 months, and it's all going to go back to normal. The normal is now. Like, it's just a new day, and we're living with it. We're having to deal with it and get by with it and everything. And I think it's a good thing, but it's making people be more resilient. And I think people are being more creative too. What grade are you in?
I'm in a sophomore in high school.
Sophomore in high school. You got any favorite subjects? You're the first sophomore I've ever interviewed on this show, so this is awesome right now.
Definitely U.S. history and chemistry.
U.S. history.
Yeah.
All right. What do you like about U.S. history? And after that, what's your favorite period of U.S. history?
Definitely like the 1920s with like the stock market and everything.
Okay.
And for the most part, U.S. history is like kind of relaxed. The teacher's nice. That's probably why it's my favorite.
All right. Who's your teacher?
Mr. Morrison.
Mr. Morrison. Shouts out to Mr. Morrison. Hopefully he'll tune in after the show. Like, where was Kacper today?
Yes.
Oh, he was on air. That's where Kacper was. He was live. So the 1920s, the stock market. Many things happened in the 20s. Prohibition.
Yeah. Great Depression also.
The Great Depression. Yeah. American history was interesting in the 1920s. Yeah. I do think that I'm glad to have this conversation about history and everything with the young person, because one of the things that we've talked about on this show is that there is a lack now of people Kacper's age who even care about American history at all, whether it's the 20s, the 30s, 40s, 60s. And you wonder, like, how can that be, and why would, like, people need to find it cool again. So that's awesome. And Mr. Morrison makes that easy for you.
Yeah.
Good. Now, you mentioned chemistry.
Chemistry, yeah.
Okay. What do you like about chemistry?
It's a lot like math. It has a lot of the same elements and stuff. And my teacher's pretty cool. He's nice. He always helps out if you ever have questions.
What's his name?
Mr. McClusack.
All right. A lot of teachers with M's.
Yeah.
All right. The time is now 8:10 a.m. Johnny Felix, good morning to you, dear friend. Good morning. And Myrna Molina is here. Good morning to you, Myrna Molina. Nicole Astra, Anna Sierra, all you guys are here. Look at the chat. Good Lord. Happy Monday. All of you beautiful people. We love to see you. All right. Get this camera popping. Monica is not here. She is not with us today, but hello, everybody at home. Go ahead and wave to the people out there. Kacper's here. We got him in the studio. Now, you won before Christmas. Was that it?
Yeah.
All right. Take me to the day when you won. How did that feel?
So my mom told me, she came to my room. I honestly didn't think I was going to win because, like, so many people.
Right.
So I was pretty amazed that I won. And my mom came to my room. She was like, oh, yeah, you won the thing. She was pretty excited about it. And I didn't even like get to realize what it meant.
Yeah.
So it was really nice.
Okay. Now, you said you wrote that piece earlier.
Right.
So you had already written about how you felt before the contest even came?
No, I meant like I wrote the essay a while ago, so I don't remember much of it.
All right.
And my memory is pretty sloppy.
Okay. So I'm glad that you write. I think more people need to write. I think more young people definitely need to write and express themselves. How do you feel now having won the brace or having the braces?
Yeah, it feels good. For the most part, for the first few days, it was like a little difficult. But then now it's everything is okay. I can pretty much eat anything. It doesn't really hurt anymore. Okay. And everything's good with it. Good stuff. So Ben, you mentioned to me that you were opening up a new location in Indiana.
Yes.
Tell us about the new place.
So we're actually opening two clinics in the same month. So we're opening one in Maryville, Indiana. That's going to be our first one out there.
Indiana.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have one in Homewood, and now we're going to do one right next door in Indiana. So it's not too far. And then we're opening one in Glendale Heights.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're really excited about the expansion, of orthodontic experts. I mean, we just go where our patients want us to be.
Right.
Just like we said.
Now, do that thing that they do on commercials in the old school. Give us the number to orthodontic experts.
For the Aurora? Or, yep. So it, 331.
You were going to sing it, weren't you?
So the Aurora phone number is 331-310-1064, and we're located at 2987 Kirk Road, right across the street from the Walmart.
Absolutely wonderful. All right. So I'm going to go to a commercial real quick, you dear people. The time is 8:13 a.m. I have a couple of pieces of news to tell you guys about, and then we will get back to our discussion with our friends Kacper and Ben. Here's the thing. I told you about a fire station being built on the northeast side of Aurora last week. And Kacper, you can actually, I'm going to get your opinion on something that's taking place here. Something that I learned last week, and it's about American history too. Check this out. A consultant came to town, and he said that a new fire station should be built on the far northeast side of the city. The consultant's name is Plug Ugly Solutions, which we thought was the worst possible name to name a company of all the things you could think of. But listen to this. As the station location study shows, the present coverage for the east side of Aurora, especially the northeast portion by I-88, is severely lacking. In America, there is a National Fire Protection Association guideline to where firefighters need to respond in. It's 4 minutes. I didn't know that. So no matter how big your city is, no matter where you live, you need to be able to call fire department, and they need to get to you in 4 minutes. I didn't know that. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's fair. 4 minutes. Well, 4 minutes is a lot of time.
When something bad is happening.
Yeah,
yes,
that's a lot of time.
It is. It doesn't, so you think 4 minutes, you're like, oh, no. If your house is on fire, like that 4 minutes could be forever. Now check this out. Okay, check this out. Here it is. All right, so Plug Ugly analyzed 69,000 calls from the past 3 years and developed a zone for each of the city's 9 fire stations. The zones each station serves are based on the national standard of 4 minutes. The study shows that a fire doubles every 30 seconds from the time it starts, and for emergency medical situations, every second counts. Every 30 seconds, a fire doubles. That's crazy. That's crazy. Have you ever done any firefighting?
No. I haven't really messed with fire, except in chemistry. I've played with a little fire, but that was in like a controlled environment and stuff, so it's a lot different.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell us about it. Oh, hold on. I took chemistry class, but they never let us do anything with fire.
Yeah, so basically it was this experiment where you could basically spark your own fire with like flint.
Okay. Oh, is that the
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the yes,
Yeah.
that thing. Yeah. What is that called?
I think it's called flint and steel.
Okay.
And essentially, you just use that to spark a fire. You would have to turn on the gas and everything. It was just cool, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It was in a controlled environment, so everything was okay, and it was good. Yeah.
Do you want to be a chemist? What would you like to be when you grow up? I know that's that's the most cliche thing you probably heard a million times. But what do you want to be when you grow up?
Probably something in the psychology field, definitely.
Okay.
I kind of like psychology a lot. I like the human brain. I like how that works and everything. And there's a lot of mystery surrounding it, and I like that.
Yeah, I think it's an ongoing study, right? There's still breakthroughs that are always made in psychology and things like that. I think so maybe not psychology, but human nature is fascinating.
Interesting.
Human nature is fascinating. And like doing this show, doing this show, you meet a lot of people. And one of the things that I've been amazed by with all the people that we've met is how different many of them are, sometimes even if they have the same profession. Like I met a lawyer on a Monday who did like family law. I met another one the next week on a Tuesday. They did family law. They were two different people. Two different people. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty interesting. So with psychology, would you like to be a therapist, or would you like to do more law enforcement side and doing it FBI or something?
Probably like therapy.
Okay.
I really like that type of stuff, and it's kind of interesting. Yeah, human nature is quite odd. It's like sometimes out of your control even. It's pretty odd.
It is. That's a good segue. Did you mean to do that? The time is 8:18 a.m. That is a good segue because I have an odd story to tell people about. I really do. It's so odd, in fact, that it actually qualifies as something that we call breaking news, bro. We got a button for that. Sound like MSNBC. Okay, I spoke briefly about this last week, extremely briefly. I didn't really get to touch into it too much, but Aurora's looking at a major expansion of their fiber optic network. And here's something else that I want both of your opinion on when I get done reading here. All right. So we have an airport. Did you know that?
I did not. I didn't know Aurora had
A lot of people in Aurora didn't know we have an airport. We have it's called the Aurora Municipal Airport. The city is looking at a $2.7 million contract with a company called NTI National Technologies, right? Now they're in Downers Grove. There's a Willowbrook-based company called Adesta LLC. And the city council here, the Infrastructure and Technology Committee, okay, they recently recommended this contract for the fiber optic expansion. All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, why not? Fiber optic, bada bing, bada boom. Listen to this though. So Mike Baker, a network engineer, said the city would also use the contract to extend to two city wells, 2 lift stations, and connect the city's drinking water and water sewer systems. Okay, great. Now, according to Mike Piggies, who's Aurora's Chief Information Technology Officer, the fiber optic would be for municipal purposes and only extended to the airport. Eventually, the system could be added to what's called OnLight Aurora, okay, here in Aurora, and that's the city's fiber optic network. But it would mean that anyone looking to tap onto that system would have to pay for it. Should we pay for it? Should people have to pay? I mean, what do you brothers think about that? And you guys let us know in the chat. Myrna, let us know. What do you think?
So honestly, it's kind of like a question of like, should you get certain rights for like water, like with that type of water, and with like tax money, like should your tax money go towards that? So you should just get it for free, or it kind of depends honestly all on that.
Okay.
But it's honestly up to the people. But I would say it should be free because, I mean, it's for the people. It's for the general wealth. It's
right.
Good, yeah.
So, and especially if it's boosting connectivity, and it's helping the speed, and it's helping businesses that may benefit from it too, and if it's going to help an airport, then, and yeah, things cost money in a city, sure. So maybe $0, okay, $5.99 a month. Who knows? Perhaps there is a small, minuscule, bare cost, but I kind of don't think it should. I don't think you should have to pay for it. I think it should be free. Mm-hmm. Ben, what do you think?
I think it should be free as well. Well, at first, to go back to the airport thing, I didn't even know we had an airport out here.
We do.
But definitely, I think it should be free.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. Ladies and gentlemen, we think it should be free. Make internet free. I'm gonna hit the clap for that. Okay. If you are just tuning in, the time is 8:21 a.m. and we are here with a new friend of the show, Kacper, and old friend of the show, Ben. Ben and Orthodontic Experts are a great local business and establishment helping people and making dentistry and oral work fun and better. So the last time we talked, I think your head doctor was out of town, or she had been traveling. Can you mention her? At one of the times that we had talked, she does travel a lot, right?
Yeah. So she goes from 2 different clinics.
Okay.
So our her name is Dr. Patel for, our Aurora office. She's an amazing doctor. She loves to, have fun with the patients as well, just like I was saying about celebrating them.
Mm-hmm.
But she also travels to our Joliet location. So yeah, so she helps out with both of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Kacper, do you play any sports?
Not really, honestly. I'm not very athletic, if I'm being honest, so I don't play many sports. But I've always kind of liked sports. I just haven't really been good at them.
Okay. What do you like?
I like to play football with my friends. I like basketball. I was never like that great.
You're tall though. Like you got how tall are you?
I'm 5'10", so
All right.
I'm not like humongous tall.
Right. Tall enough you could dunk, right?
I can't even touch the rim.
Okay. Any favorite teams?
I kind of like the Suns. I like the Suns. I like the Mavs.
Phoenix Suns, Mavs. Okay, all right. What's your school team, and do you root for them? Who are they?
It's the Bartlett Hawks. Honestly, I don't go to many sports games. Hawks is a very generic name, honestly, for high school teams.
Right. I mean, it's going to be the Hawks or the Lions or the Bears.
Yeah.
Can somebody get creative? Can we get like some cicadas or something
That was
like
my
that?
mascot when I was in high school.
Cicadas?
No, Hawks.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
I was Hoffman Estates.
Hoffman Estates. Okay. Wow, you guys are like those Northsiders, man. Northsiders. So now that the braces are on and everything, that essay that you wrote, do you still plan on writing more? Have you kept that essay since it did present you with a win and something that's helped?
I have no idea where the essay is, honestly. I'd have to find it somewhere.
Okay.
It's definitely somewhere. I can find it.
All right.
If I look for it.
I would, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to read it.
Yeah.
I'd like to read that, man. I do like to read things because I write to express myself. And sometimes when things bother me, I call it a blog, but really it's a well, you know, right?
Yeah.
It's me screaming on paper. If nobody's going to listen to me, then I'll just write it out. Okay, the time is 8:24 a.m. So, let's move on to another piece of news I have to tell these fine folks about. I told you about fire. I told you about an expansion of fiber. Wait, how come you didn't get anything from Chartwell? You know what, nothing?
No.
Okay.
I don't drink much coffee, honestly.
You know,
or
they got
caffeine
like,
in general.
no, you're not a cappuccino guy?
Not really, honestly. I don't like the taste of coffee. I don't really like coffee, yeah.
Everybody's got their own little thing. Everybody got their own. I was drinking coffee black for years. I just started taking cream like a while ago now, but you know, because I didn't like the taste of like cream in it. I just wanted it straight black with a little bit of sugar. So everybody's got their own taste of everything. Ben has a green tea matcha.
Yeah.
Ben, how's that green tea matcha?
It's actually really good.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right. Aurora last week on our city council, and Kacper, you will also, your opinion matters on this too, because this is something that, the last person that told me about this is a person who works on the approvals. So that opinion is not necessarily biased, but it's already written in stone. But anyway, listen to this, you guys. Aurora recently approved a deal to put affordable housing units into 2 vacant school buildings. All right. So there was both of them on the west side. Lincoln School, 641 South Lake Street was one of them. And Todd School at 100 Oak Avenue was another one. Now, these 2 buildings were just sitting there doing nothing, right? There's going to be a total of 47 apartments. So the city council approved contributing $3.5 million in federal funds to these projects, okay? Now, here's where the situation gets colorful. They also approved another $2.9 million, and one of the buildings is going to have 10 apartments, and there's also going to be a clinic there, and there's going to be mental health services there as well, and like other health stuff, you know, and on the site. The other one is going to have 47 units. People are going to have to go through background checks and income eligibility to make sure they qualify to live there. So the whole story is that buildings that sat vacant, doing nothing, are now going to be used for affordable housing. What do you guys think about that?
I think that's awesome. I think it's great, and I like the background checks too. I feel like that should be necessary almost.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, here, I'll tell you why I brought up the background check. Now, what do you think, Ben? Real quick, and I'll tell you about the background check.
I think it's a great idea. I know my apartment area that I live in. They conduct background checks. They just want to make sure you guys you could afford it.
Absolutely,
and be stable.
Right, yeah. Right. One of the cool things I think about it, is that for me, the fact that an old building not doing nothing, and these schools, they're like big, sprawling, it's an elementary school. It's pretty big. For that to just be sitting there for the longest time, not doing anything, and they were abandoned like before COVID. For those to sit there for a long time and not do something, like, thank goodness they are being used for housing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
It's better doing something than nothing.
Right. Now, I do think that that's a program that should be kind of replicated, right? If there's more, I think that's a good idea for those kind of schools and buildings. If there's other buildings like that that are doing nothing, they should be transformed into some kind of housing because people need help. Just my opinion. So Kacper, so you got school tomorrow?
Yeah, I have school tomorrow.
You got school the rest of the week, right?
Probably, unless they close it on Wednesday, because it might be just 5 inches of snow or so.
Oh, coming? Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, we got snow coming, y'all?
It's supposed to be Wednesday, Thursday, a snowstorm.
Oh man, yes. Close it. That's right. Close it up. Yes. Yes. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Right?
I would like it. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Y'all heard Kacper? We're trying to do that. Close it. Dear Snow. Give us like 10 inches. Judge Bianca Camargo is here. Good morning to you, Judge. And good morning to everybody. Alvin Soto is here. Alvin Soto is a dear friend. Let me tell you about Alvin Soto, Kacper. Alvin Soto is a retired police officer. He's a friend of ours. He is the proprietor of a fabulous business called McCarty Mills here locally. And one night we were hanging out partying, right? Hanging out down here. And I drew this picture on just this blank piece of wood. But it looked pretty good. It said Good Morning Aurora on it. And he hung it up in the store. That was a win for me. It really felt good, Really felt good to draw something and be artistic and creative and put something up there in a local business for it to stay forever. You draw?
I used to draw a lot when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. I like drawing a lot. I wasn't very good at it, but with practice,
okay,
you can get better at it.
Right, we can get better at anything.
Yeah.
You play any instruments?
No, I've never been into instruments. Honestly, they're really difficult.
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
they are difficult. A friend of mine tried to show me how to play guitar. Even just the key of G was really it's you see Ozzy, right? Or he doesn't play guitar; he's just a singer. But Tommy Iommi and all these other guys, James Hetfield, Metallica. It's not easy to do that.
Yeah, it's difficult. It takes talent.
Right. So, Kacper, what does the world need? I'm going to ask you a deep question here, because this is how we roll on this show. What does the world need that it does not have?
Honestly, in general, I'm thinking, what do I normally miss? Because I'm thinking about it as what most people do. Well, probably, I don't know. This is a tough question, yeah.
Ben, what do you think? What does the world need that it does not have?
That is a tough question.
Might require a tough answer. I think the world needs a little bit more talking. I think people need to chill a little bit more. I think it needs a little bit more cooler heads. You know, people don't need to be so crazy and wacky. I think it needs more understanding, more kindness. You know, those are just some of the things I think. You people in the chat, Alyssa Ocone, good morning to you. What do you guys think the world needs? It's a Monday and we're asking those questions. We have a winner named Kacper here on the show with us. Good morning to you once again.
Good morning.
For those tuning in, for those who are just tuning in, it's 8:32 a.m. and we have our dear friend Ben Weisberg.
Good morning.
Of Orthodontic Experts returning to the show. All right, you guys. Before I turn the camera back on, I want to say a couple more pieces, one more quick thing to tell you guys about. Excuse me. February 5th is the Pop-Up Kids Pantry from 10 a.m. to noon, taking place at Georgetown Elementary School, located at 995 Long Grove Drive. On that same day, the Administered Justice Legal Clinic will be taking place at the Food Pantry from 9 a.m. to noon. On the 15th of February, there will be a vaccine and booster clinic taking place at the pantry. That'll be from 8:30 a.m. to noon. And lastly, the Women's Empowerment Mobile Pantry returns on February 11th from 2 to 3 p.m. Saturday, April 9th, 1 to 3 p.m., Egg Hunt on the Island returns. This is an egg hunt on and around downtown Stope Island. Go on a scavenger hunt and search for eggs in storefronts and even more. That same day, the Easter Bunny will be visiting Millennium Plaza. Stop by Bunny at the Gazebo and receive a free photo to download later on. Bring the kids out for that. You know, you got any brothers or sisters?
Oh, I have a sister, younger sister.
Shouts out to our younger sisters out there. Hey, everybody. All right. So when you go back to school tomorrow, you going to be ready?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I'll adjust fast.
All right. This your first day going back with braces?
No, I've been going for like a full 2 weeks almost.
Oh, you are? Okay, yeah. I'm late. Yeah, you've been one and everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody recognize you? They didn't see, oh, Kacper. You were the man when you came back, right?
Yeah, it was nice. The thing is, with masks and stuff, you can't even tell that, with braces and stuff, you can't even tell if someone has them.
True. How long did the procedure take?
It took 30 minutes or so. It was a lot shorter than I thought. I thought it was going to take 2 hours or something like that.
Were you nervous going in?
No, for the most part, I didn't actually have much pain during the whole procedure, if any. It was just it was pretty simple. People just put some stuff on my teeth and boom, you're done.
Nice, very cool. Ben, how many times how many procedures like these does Orthodontics Expert do on a weekly or monthly basis?
That's a tough question because we do a lot.
Okay.
We have 17 locations. We could see 50 to 100 patients a week or, a day, depending.
You travel to each one?
Yes.
Okay. What is your specific role?
So I'm the patient experience manager.
Okay.
But I also oversee all the community outreach.
Oh, okay.
So you'll probably see me at that egg hunt that you were talking about.
Oh, man, yeah.
Our Aurora team
Open this egg, we got braces in it. Heck yeah. All right. If you're just tuning in, good morning, everybody. We are here with new friend of the show, Kacper. Kacper won braces recently from our dear friends of Orthodontic Experts. You want to give a shout out or a hello to anybody at home?
Probably shout out to my sister, shout out to my dad. Both great people.
Dads are great. That's right. Go Dad. That's right. What's your dad's name?
It's foreign. It's Slavomir. It's hard. It's annoying to pronounce, kind of.
Okay. Well, good morning, Dad. He'll tune in and see this later on. That's my son there. He's famous. So you're a sophomore in high school.
Yeah.
So you'll be graduating in 24?
Yeah, 24.
Man, all right. You ready for graduation? Are you done with high school already? Tired of it? You ready to go?
Not really. The first year was all online.
Okay.
And this year, this is my freshman year technically. First time around the building and everything.
Right.
So kind of delayed because of COVID and stuff.
Yeah.
Online all last year. But for the most part, I like high school. I like it a lot. It's the same thing as middle school though, just bigger.
Right. Same exact thing.
Yeah.
Same flow. Same, all of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about your how your friends?
It's good, everything. For the most part, I like my friend group.
Okay.
Sit with them at the lunch or at lunch table.
Okay.
And it's nice,
It's good talking. See, I'm. This is a good episode to talk to a young brother who's in school and has such a good vision, a good outlook, man. And that's good. I wish you the very best.
Thank you.
Man. Chemistry, and psychology are two fields that I think if you keep your interest up in them, they're good fields. You'll do good in life, man. So hopefully you become a great therapist to the stars. Maybe when Kanye needs somebody to talk to, he'll reach out to you. And then you'll be like, man, I was on Good Morning Aurora. Yeah, shout us out.
Oh, man, I love Kanye. Kanye is like one of my favorite celebrities, music-wise, too.
Yeah. So that's what kind of music you like?
I love hip-hop. I love rock.
Okay.
I pretty much listen to everything but, like, country.
You got a favorite band?
Probably Nirvana. I know it's a generic answer.
No, it's really not. That's a good band.
Yeah, I love Nirvana.
That is a good band. In fact, one of the greatest songs ever is Man Who Sold the World, the acoustic version. Rest in peace, Kurt Cobain. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take a brief moment before we... Hold on, let me just scratch that up. I want you all, if you can hear the sound of my voice, please, let me know how you're feeling today in the chat with an emoji. Put your emoji in the chat. Are you the butterfly fluttering through life without a care in the world, daintily bouncing on air as you move? Or are you perhaps the horse, charging at full speed as you conquer life? Or are you maybe the snowflake crystal, indicating that you're cold? Wherever you are, put that in the chat as we continue this great episode. The time is now 8:38 a.m. You are listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. Yeah. That's a live audience. Those are not buttons. Okay. Mark Hogan is here. Good morning to you, Mr. Hogan. Mark is the proprietor of Tavern on Broadway, a great local restaurant here in town. Tavern on Broadway is on Broadway and New York Street. Go check them out. On Fridays, they have fish fry. So I want to discuss some of the other cool things about life that I ask other people. I'm going to ask you now. Growing up, what's been the impact and what have your parents instilled in you as far as goals and everything? What's your outlook on life, and what's the message that you've been given so far?
So mainly, like, the main thing that I've always been given is to, always trust your gut. Oh, that's the main one. Always trust your gut no matter what. Don't get influenced too easily. And stuff like that, And always think for yourself. Thinking for yourself is really important in today's day and age.
That's right.
Yeah. And pretty much stuff like that. Stuff like, when life beats you down, you just need to get back up. And stuff like that.
Absolutely right. That is right. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never going to keep me down. I get knocked down. It's a jam. So with that, I'm actually glad to hear you say that, because another question I have for you is, you said in this day and age, right? That's important in this day and age.
Yeah.
I think one of the things about this particular day and age is social media.
Oh, yeah.
So now I have my own opinion, but I'm older than you. I can remember when there was no social media, or when social media was literally getting on a bike and going outside. There was nothing to type. Is social media helping things, or is it making things, and things being whatever, life interactions, is it helping or is it making things more difficult, in your opinion?
The thing I don't like is, like, we'll be at, like, a lunch table sometimes, and people will just be, like, on their phone, and, like, you'll be, like, in front of somebody, and then people will be on their phone. Like, you can interact with somebody, but a lot of people are just staring at their phone. So that's the one thing I don't like, but I do like how social media has made life a little easier.
Right.
But that's the thing I don't like.
Right.
So it has cons, has pros.
So, good point. I mean, you can pay your bills quick online. You can order DoorDash. You can get a pizza within minutes online. But at the same time, you're right. Not just even at the lunch table at school. I saw a video in school, so I know exactly what you mean. But, like, you go to restaurants. They got a table full of people. Everybody's on their phone. Nobody's talking to each other. Everybody's on their phone. It's crazy. It's just, the interactions are down. And I think that's kind of taken away from the shared human experience. Everybody's creating like artificial fun now.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I thought that it'd be interesting to ask, you being young and kind of in the vein of social media and everything like that, like what you think, because you have a personality that's besides social media, and that's good, man. That's obvious. So keep it up,
Thank
man.
you.
All right, it is 8:42 a.m. Josie Mendoza is here. Good morning to you, Josie. Josie says we have an airport in Sugar Grove. Yes, going back to our wonderful airport. We need to make the airport blow up, right? In a good way. Like we need like Kim Kardashian or somebody famous to fly in. That's what I meant by that. Let me DJ. Let me scratch that. Have that stricken from the record. We need to make the airport more popular. We need somebody famous to come here. We need like the chief of the UN to fly into town. Then people be like, oh, Aurora, it's on the map. Like, yeah, we've been on the map, brother. Okay. Real quick, before we get back to our talk, I got something to tell you about. Where did it go? Okay, here we go. Monday. So next Monday, February 7th, the Know Your Rights virtual webinar will be taking place from 5 to 6 p.m. via Zoom. Join Cabrini Green Legal Aid for a virtual Know Your Rights workshop. This will be helpful. People are learning things online. That's a benefit of social media. You can learn what rights you have online. You don't have to call anybody. That's it in your own fingertips. Now here's another one. McCarty Mills, Puerto Rican rice and taco bowls, asada and al pastor. Get ready for that of our friends Rockin' Taco, garnished with onion, cilantro, radish, and limes, and served with a side of salsa. Sounds good. A little too good this early in the morning. Kacper, what do you like? What's your favorite food?
My favorite food, probably obviously pizza or hamburgers are like some of the best food I've ever had. Not very good for you, but
it's all right though.
It's good, yeah. It's good, yeah. I like bowls. From Chipotle specifically. I like a lot of fast food. Most fast food's great, but it's not good for you.
Right. Favorite pizza place?
Definitely, probably either Papa John's or Domino's, like the chains. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Not too bad. Ben, yourself?
Mine is tacos.
Tacos.
Yeah, I could eat tacos every day.
I could eat tacos every day too. In fact, I ate tacos.
Try not to, though.
I ate tacos Friday and Saturday. Sadly, it's not good for you. But also, though, with braces, have you had to change your diet and things like that?
Yeah. I've definitely been eating different foods. Like I haven't ate chips at all. I used to eat chips often. Now I haven't ate them at all.
Right. Okay. How difficult was that adjusting to that? And is that just one of a few things you had to do different?
It wasn't that difficult adjusting, but it was more like difficult eating. I guess that counts as adjusting, where I had to adjust chewing different and stuff like that, and chewing in different places.
Okay. Wow. Ben, tell people who may be interested, or if they have young kids who may need braces or anything like that, how do they go about getting in touch with you guys? And are there any kind of preliminary checks that a person would need to do if they're experiencing any problems with their teeth or gums?
So we do recommend to see an orthodontist for the first time at age 7. So it's really good to start early.
Okay.
Doesn't mean, you might need braces right away. I mean, our dream is, we want everybody, right, to get braces.
Right.
But, you might not just be ready. You could be, let's say, in a couple months, right, or something after that. But it's super easy to, schedule an appointment. You could actually give us a call at our phone number. So just call 331-310-1064. It's a free consultation. We don't actually charge for the consultations, which is nice. You can meet the doctor, meet the treatment coordinator, actually see the office, which is nice. Or you could just schedule online.
Okay.
At orthodonticexperts.com.
Now you guys also have TikTok.
Yes.
Tell me about TikTok for an orthodontist. How's that work?
So we're actually really big on social media.
You guys are.
I know you follow us.
Yep, big fan of you.
Get a lot of likes from you guys.
All over the gram.
But our patients love it. We have celebration walls, in each of our clinics. We got big Instagram boards. Our Aurora clinic theirs is very different because it's all Hollywood. They got, the Hollywood, sign at the top, kind of. I think Anna was telling you about that last time.
Right, yeah. We got Hollywood Casino here.
Yes. Yep. So it's, our patients love it. With TikTok, we love to, get our patients to do a lot of dances and just have fun. So definitely, follow us. We'll definitely follow you back if you follow us.
That's right.
So you'll gain more followers at the same time.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. The time is 8:47 a.m. Tracy Duran is here. Good morning, Tracy. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Thank you very much. It's early. We're starting off with looking forward, looking ahead. That's right. It's only Monday, but we hope you have a good Friday coming up. What'd you do over the weekend, Kacper?
I pretty much hung out with some of my friends. Pretty much the same thing every week. I don't do much besides that. Okay. Because COVID and stuff limits what you can do.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you know what? You know what I really want to do? I'm gonna do it, given that it's safe. I want to go camping again. That's what I really want to do. I want to go camping again. I want to go back to Starved Rock. I want to be outside in the woods and just, do all that good outdoorsy stuff again. I want to hike and see animals and see snakes and all that other kind of stuff. That's one of the things that, at least for me personally, that COVID has really thrown a monkey wrench in. Because I'm just not in the house kind of guy. I'm just not. I just don't like sitting in one place a lot at all times. And that's what COVID has really, again, it's been unfortunate, but I think we're getting through it.
Yeah.
We're going to say I didn't even cut you off.
Or no, I wasn't going to say anything, but we are living through history.
In what way?
COVID will probably be remembered for the rest of history. Just like the Black Plague almost. And I actually had this thought, is it going to be like the flu, where it never goes away, but it's just super cured? Or not cured, but treated.
Yeah, so, okay. You know what? I feel you. I feel what you're saying. There was, because now they got the home testing kits that are being sent out. And eventually, it may take another 10 years, may take another 15 years, but eventually, science, and that's the beauty about science technology.
Human ingenuity.
Exactly. It will get to the point where the day will come where we have effectively been able to work and live with COVID much in the way the flu has. Because it's been the exact same way. Catastrophe, and then humans learn to adapt, get better, and get through it. So yeah, we are living through history. And I think the first wave of COVID and all that, that was history. That was history.
2020.
Yes, 2020 was definitely history. And I don't know if people really appreciate the fact that if you were able to keep your sense of sanity and keep going on and adapt, that's a good thing. And on this show, we try to let people know that not everybody was able to do that, so we got to look out for people. Not everybody was able to lose their job and get a new one perhaps, or a lot of the emotional toll that it took on people. You gotta look out for people. That's why on this show, we're glad to highlight that kind of stuff, man, because people need help every now and then. All right, the time is 8:50. Maria Torito is here. Good morning. Dapper Brews, y'all. Good morning. Josue Pais. I see the cup emojis. Yes, sipping up the coffee. Look at that. They like you, man. We got some fans in here. Where's Kacper at? I'm really glad that the old schools are. Hold on, let me see what Tracy has to say here. Good morning to you, Tracy Duran. I'm really glad that the old schools are being renovated into something that is needed. Plus, it'd be neat to live in an old school. That is kind of cool.
Yeah.
You ever seen that movie? What's the movie where the guy with Nicolas Cage is in the museum? Remember that? He slept there at night. It was what movie was that? National Treasure.
Yep.
I always thought it'd be cool to get locked in like the Field Museum. That would be cool, just chilling there all night. But that's just me. I was thinking about that when I was your age, Kacper. All right, Cheryl Brownell is here. Good morning. Cheryl's got the snow emoji. So happy to hear that those buildings would be put to good use. Aren't background checks required for all Kane County residential renters over the age of 18? Yes, they are, as a matter of fact. So if you're trying to get a place anywhere, whether it's a studio apartment or a house, you will need to have a background check. We all need more love and more good vibes. I can dig that. That's a good one. Thank you very much, sir. The world needs more empathy. Thank you, Karina Suarez Darden. That is true. That is true. And we need to listen. That's what Josie says. We need to understand. We need to show compassion, and we need to love. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. All right. Coyote Duran says the world needs a good alien invasion, zombie uprising, or near apocalypse to bring people together. And guitar is very easy. All it takes is low action and lots of practice. Oh. Well, Coyote Duran, we'll have to have you come on the show one day and teach us how to play a couple of keys of guitar. Because I tell you, maybe my hands are just too fat because I just couldn't do it with the, bang and a bang, the string and everything. All right. 852. Thank you very much. So, Kacper, as we start to wind the show down.
Yeah.
You're going to get the last word today. But as we start to wind the show down, I would like to ask you, what is something that we as people, so myself, Ben, and anybody listening, what is something that young people, what is something that young people can teach some of us older folks?
The one thing that, specifically my parents always ask me for is technology help. I feel like a lot more younger people are more advanced with technology. Not advanced, but they spend more time on technology for sure.
Right.
Which means you're going to be more like, it's like your nature almost.
Right.
You know what's going on. You know how to maneuver around it. And I think that's like one thing that every kid should teach their parents how to do. Just maneuver technology easier. And I feel like most parents already know how to maneuver technology really well. I mean, technology is pretty much everyday life now.
Right. It is everyday life. Been becoming more and more user friendly and everything. Do you do do you do Instagram and TikTok and all that kind of stuff?
No, I've never really been big in social media, honestly. I don't really like social media like that.
You're more of an artist spirit. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, that's fair, yeah.
Okay. All right. I do this a lot, man, and no, I can understand a youngster kind of like myself. I was never into sports either. I'm not athletic at all. They see a brother think I can play basketball. I can't. I suck. But I always got my kicks out of like art, conversation, drawing, being with people, creating things, video games, anything that can help me like expand my mind, that kind of stuff. So 2024, you'll be graduating. Off to college after that?
Yeah, probably going to college right away.
Got a school in mind?
Probably ISU.
Okay.
The one thing that's always on my mind is tuition, because I don't want to be left in debt for like 10 years.
Right.
So I always have to think about that too, but I'm also not too wise on the subject. I'm not too educated on it, so I have no idea what's good and bad.
Right. Okay. All right. Ben, before we give Kacper here the last word, what calendar dates and new initiatives, big stuff, as orthodontics experts got planned? You were at the taco crawl last year.
Yes.
You're going to be doing more community stuff, I'm pretty sure. Is there anything on the calendar right now for big stuff we should know about?
We're definitely planning out, 2022 with a lot of events and like a lot of community outreach that we want to do. Like I was saying with the egg hunt, you'll definitely see us over there.
Okay.
with all the other locations, we're definitely doing a lot of egg hunts, you know,
Right.
helping out the park districts and, you know, just the community in general.
Okay.
We're very community driven.
Okay.
So,
Well, if we can help you do
Yeah.
anything with community stuff, we know each other personally.
Yes.
So if if we can help you do anything or facilitate stuff down here, you know, let us know. We've been blessed to have a little bit more access to some places and spaces around town. So maybe we could do a joint pop up or something like that.
yeah, I mean, we would love to have you, you know, come to our clinic.
Still got to come to the
Yeah,
clinic. Yes.
do a
Still
live
got to come to the
tour.
clinic. Yeah, because you know what? It's like I'm like Superman right now, man. This is Clark Kent right now. When 9 o'clock comes, then it's a whole different thing, man. Yeah, we will.
Yeah, you can meet the whole team.
We will come to.
Yeah.
We'll bring the gear. Maybe shoot a commercial there.
Yeah, that's
You know, maybe we'll shoot a skit. Maybe I'll be the orthodontist.
We'll give you a nice blue jacket.
Yeah, get a jacket. Like, aren't you the guy from Good Morning Aurora? No, just put this on your face. Okay, so the time is now 8:57 a.m. Kacper, the show ends on a positive note. So, what is your message today for the people of Aurora and the people of Barrington and the whole world?
So honestly, the one thing I always like to say is if you ever get knocked down, as long as you get up, it's okay. You know, everything's good. That's the one thing that keeps me moving forward. You know, it's okay to get knocked down. If you get up, it's okay.
It is. Okay. That's a good. That's a very good message. That's a very good message. Ben, what's that number one more time for people so they can holler?
Yeah. So it's 331-310-1064.
331-310-1064. All right. The time is 8:58 a.m. I hope that all of you beautiful people have a great, positive, blessed, fantastic Monday. Kacper, we hope that you have a good rest of the day today.
Thank you.
We hope you have an awesome rest of the week, and we hope that you continue to kick butt and be a good inspiration, man, and congratulations for winning.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. All right, all of you great people, as I always tell you, take care of yourself and each other.